pleasure to evaluate David's speech, the strong points that he has, and the areas of improvement, which I would recommend. So David, I think yours was a monumental speech. First of all, you led up to the speech with a great deal of humor. You mentioned a lot of things like eating durian, push-ups, how many did you mention? And F1, Formula 1 racing. So you had us in progressively in fits of giggles, and that really caught our attention to what your purpose of the speech was going to be. And you got to the point as well, in the sense that you wanted to make a very clear point, but saying that these are not the things that I want to focus on today, but rather I want to mention that, and I want to persuade you that US is not an evil empire, and the country that I belong to is really not an evil country. I think your speech, again, was very well organized. You brought out the context of why people think that US is an evil empire today. And you went back into history, all the way from the invasion of Kuwait up to the point where you mentioned the things that transpired on September 11th, 2001. In all, you also mentioned the things that we really need to be worried about. We should not be worried about the US as much as we should be worried about dictators across the world who do not give a hoot to their population. The conclusion is awesome. You concluded by trying to persuade us that this is not really true and you want everybody to love your home country. Now, the areas of improvement. I think you should be more aware of your slides because you put them together. You should not mistake somebody as evil as Osama bin Laden for anybody else. The other purpose of the speech, again, is to try and avoid using notes. I thought you used a little bit of notes, so I think you should avoid that as much as possible. Now, the reason why we recommend that speakers should avoid notes is that it becomes a very incorrect habit for public speakers to try and do it from memory as much as possible while delivering, while connecting with the audience. You should manage your time better. And again, there's another thing that I want to read from the Computer and Communications Manual. You should word your specific purpose from the audience viewpoint. The purpose should be very specific. The wording should be precise. I think that you achieve by saying US is not an evil empire, but it should be attainable. I do not know whether you managed to convince everybody that US is not really an evil empire. Thank you very much.